is going to be a great show. We are going to finish up Old Glory, and then we are going to seal it, and then we're going to frame it, and then we're going to hang it. So let's get cranking on finishing this. Let's finish up with the A's and then the C's, and we'll get the letters done, and we'll get this done. And then we're going to seal it. We're going to do a new way of sealing, because I found out that, hey, I wish I had known this when I did my earlier ones, that there is a better way to seal a diamond painting. We're going to look into that today as well. And then we're going to frame it, and we're going to hang it. It is going to look awesome. We're going to put this one in our guest room, so every guest that comes and visits us will see this. By the way, we're in Hawaii, so we do get a lot of visitors. Okay, that's the magic moment. All right, great. Marvel at the work we've done. Roller. Okay, I'm gonna use a straight edge real quick. You tighten these up. Coming in here from the side. That's weird. Plus sign, so we kind of knew we weren't done. We knew this was going to happen, right? There we go. Multi-placer is, sometimes you leave a gap in there that's pretty big. That one done. Put that in there. Did the edges. Put wax over here. Put all this stuff away. And we're going to go right into seal. Okay, so sealing a diamond painting. I wish I had known before I did the last 2 videos on this about sealing a diamond painting. We're going to take Mod Podge Brilliant right here. This is the best one. I'm going to hold that just for a second so everybody can read it. Okay. To apply a light coat. I don't have to dust this off because there hasn't been any dust on it. I've kept it covered up, so normally you can dust it off or blow on it or whatever, but I think we're good in this case. And we are going to put on a light coating, a very light coating. Boy, this is a mess. Mod Podge. You know what? I'll tell you what else I want to do. This is unedited, uncut, but we're gonna shake this up a little bit, okay, by rolling it back and forth. You don't need to shake vigorously, but it does need to be shaken. Okay. And here we go. We're going to do a light, not nearly as heavy a coating as we've done on the previous videos. My cat here didn't show up, or two on the way. Oh, we've lost a diamond. We know that for sure. That happens. Sealing a diamond painting with Mod Podge. I'm going to do one half of it very quickly. First half here. Down in there, inside the spaces of the diamonds. There's going to be spaces. There always are. Directions. That's why I rolled it, but there's another diamond popping out. I wonder where that one came from. Okay. Last half I'm going to do until I do something else real quick, which is the big change from the previous videos. Excess. Keep it flowing this way. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a damp cloth and we're going to remove the excess off the top or shine. Very lightly dampened cloth, okay, not heavy at all, very light. The Mod Podge off the top of the diamond and preserves its shine, but leaves the Mod Podge down in between the diamonds. Let's crank out the second half. I'm going to trim this a little bit on my back. Have it out here. You can pour this. I don't want to. Actually, let's try and see if we can pour it. Let's see if we overdid it or not. Yeah, I think we did. But we'll do this fast, and that's why we have our cloth. We'll be ready to go. We hear out there. Get back around. On my back. We had to do the pour method. The key is go in both directions here. Actually, this is easier and gentler on the diamonds themselves. I think that works out nice. Put the brush there, take the cloth, damp cloth, move it off the top. Boy, that works out nice. Remember, all this stuff is water soluble, so we're just going to take this to a sink and rinse it out. Pouring method, and then just cleaning up the excess, because now we know we've got inside all the grooves. Off just the top as possible, not out of the grooves, but off the top. The damp cloth is working out nice. Along there. Okay, that's good. I'm not going to make you watch it dry on the video. We will come back when it's dry. I presume this will dry faster than normal. It normally takes a good hour to 2 hours to dry. So let's call that good right there. I see a couple places where there's missing diamonds. And go back and fill those in if we need to while it's drying. Okay. Time to frame this thing. We have the sealant on there. The sealant is dried. Remember, we put it on and we wiped it off with a damp cloth. We are now going to cut the diamond painting away from the canvas. So I like to just take a pair of scissors and we just take our time. We cut around the edges right here. You can use a wheel. There's I looked in the sewing section. That's a tongue twister. I looked in the sewing section in Walmart, and they have wheels, and you could run those right along here. I didn't get one because the only one I could find was like $21. It was really big and fancy, so I decided I already had a pair of scissors, so I didn't go with the wheel. But those of you that have a wheel, I recommend just using it right here to cut your diamond painting away. The sealant has worked really well. I can feel it when I'm cutting, and we just try and go as close as we can and right along the edges of the diamonds. Pretty well. You can see they're not perfectly straight, even though I tried to wedge them back into place. Nothing with diamond paintings is ever really perfect. Well, this sealant worked really good, really good. I can still see the sparkle on the diamond painting, and these things are wedged in here nice and tight. So this is really good. I just have a feeling we're gonna hear from our crazy cat Cleo eventually during this video. She's been really acting up today. Okay, that's nice. And then we'll do the last one. Last side, I guess, as it were. Right. I'm going to cut the diamond or have one pop out along the edge. If we did, we'd have to do some major league surgery. Probably use some super glue or something to put that thing back in place. I'm going to try and get as close as we can. Okay, I think on this edge we could probably get a little closer, but make that a little tighter. I don't know if you guys can see that. Bring that back into the frame where I cut away a little bit more. Okay. All right, now let's bring out the frames and see how this is going to look. I bought several frames at Walmart, and they're not perfect sizes, but that's okay. I bought black frames, or black canvas panels, and you can see a 30 by 40 goes pretty nice with a 12 by 16. Okay, so let's open these up and see what they look like and see if we want to use these. I can use these on later editions, right? And if I was to hang these, I would hang them with what do we call those Scotch Guard tabs. Okay, that one opened up pretty nice. There's two of them in here, and we'll keep the other one over here separate, and we'll look and see how this would look. Could this be doable? Absolutely. We could take that and frame that right there and call it done. If we wanted to, we'd use double-sided tape, and we would just add it to the back, and then we could hang it on the wall. That would look nice. As a matter of fact, that's the leading contender of how we're gonna frame this thing right now. I really like that. That looks good. Okay, that's one way. See how that would work? That would just hang on the wall just like that. Okay, that's one way. The other way, we're going to take a look at this and see if we want to do it in this manner. I'll take one of these, same size as the black one that we used. We're going to leave that over here. Take these two that we aren't using, put them over here. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Now, we could take this and put this on this white canvas, just like this, make it fit as such, and just double-side tape it and do it like that. And hang that up. We could do that right now. That would look pretty good. But I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna look at one more thing before we do the final framing. I did some extra credit while I was there, and I bought this wooden panel that's used for framing. Right here. It's like a white fence, and because it's a flag, if I was to put it on that white fence like that and then hang that, boy, I think that would look really nice. That would look really good. Okay, so I'm gonna I don't necessarily like the white background on the canvas. So it's down to either the black background or that fence, or I also have some paint. I'm gonna try to paint the edges of this. This is enamels. This is lipstick red. I figured this would be the closest thing to go with a flag. And we're gonna paint the edges of the canvas here, and then we're gonna put our flag against it and see if that looks any better. But we're gonna use one of these three methods to get this thing framed and hung today. Painting with this stuff is not rocket science. I think I can just put it right down on my brush almost and just spread it out like this. If we're just trying to do the edges. Oh man, that is red. That is really red. Were they? Okay, that is lipstick red for future reference. Okay. They mean it when they say lipstick red. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So nicely onto these canvases. I can't tell you. It is just so easy to do. Gotta go back and forth though to get inside the edges. Me for a second. Put a couple pieces of paper down so we don't make a mess. Look really good at the end of the day. Flag on it. Fun with the arts and crafts today, obviously. Really nice. Okay, we're almost done. One more edge. And then we'll be able to look at it with the diamond painted on it because it dries fairly quickly. Make sure we get rid of that edge right there. Enough paint left over to get this whole edge. Plus this could be at the top. As long as you get around the corner, you should be good to go. There you go. gonna have to go clean the brush real quick because I don't want to get this stuck, so hang on a second. Okay, we are back. That cleans up very quickly. I just don't want it to dry on the brush. Let's put this on here and see what it looks like with red in the background. That doesn't look bad at all. Let me slide it up here for you. Slide it even further. It doesn't look bad at all, quite frankly. We could use the red. Okay, we could use the black, but I think what we're going to use is the whiteboard, and we're just going to use some double-sided tape and put it to the back of that and hang that up. So I think that'll actually look the best. Of course, I don't know anything about art, so just keep that in mind. Everything you're hearing from me is just an opinion of somebody who really who has no artistic talent whatsoever. So let's put this over here. Let's get this situated right there. Okay. Move this back into view. Slide this guy off the frame. All right. So we're going to use this as our background. And what did this cost at Walmart? I saved the receipt. It's, okay, this is $18.86. They did not have the size that was a little bit smaller, but I kind of like this one. $18.86 plus some tax. So I'll take a little bit of double-sided tape. Place it out here in the middle. I like double-sided tape initially because it allows us to go back and change things. If I really like this, then I'll probably do some glue in the future. But right now, I think double-sided tape will work just fine. That's my gut feeling. All the paint comes right up easily. Now we're going to put this out here. We're going to try and center it as best we can. Again, it's not rocket science. Let's try to roll that down on the tape lightly, knowing that we have already put sealant on it. I'm just trying to help it stick. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go hang this thing up, see what it looks like. And on the wall. Wow, that looks really good. I'll pan out a little bit. You guys can see that. Wow.